And the deck I use is this Mortar Miner Poison deck, a deck which you might be familiar with, but I actually changed out the archers and put the Musketeer, and I'm a really big fan of the Musketeer. Musketeer is so strong for such a long time, but first she got like kinda outclassed by the Archer Queen recently from the archers, but now it's the time to shine for the Musketeer, an absolutely insane deck, and now I'm gonna show you how to use this deck properly. We go into the game here, where's it, Mist? Good luck to him, and yeah, this is kind of the deck you guys want to see for sure. Me playing Miner Poison Control, one of my favorite decks of all time, and it's so good right now. And yeah, I don't know, like I just like played this deck. I used different decks, also this drill deck which I showed you, which is also really insane, also use a ton of CL. And yeah, like this deck I just really like Miner Poison, and honestly we all thought Miner Poison might be a bit like worse or dead. For sure it's worse because Miner got nerfed, so it has to be worse, but overall it's still a deck which you might use, which you want to use, which is absolutely crazy at the top of the leaderboard, and also for sure in the $1 million CL a ton of people use this type of deck. So I'm just gonna go for my Ice Bird here, just kind of kite this one, and I'm now gonna use my Mortar here opposite lane. He used this Giant, and also Musketeer still gets so much value, and the free card cycle is absolutely key. Just cycling the Musketeer as much as you can, especially against lava, is so important. And look at this, Musketeer stays alive, and I think Musketeer is a card which nobody really talks about, but it's like she's busted. She's so good, and also a card I think really like a ton of you guys are happy with, like being in the meta, because it's a card which is so long in. I think it's a card which you can't really hate. A ton of you guys most likely have upgraded, so make sure to use this card if it's like in Hawk Rider control decks, if it's in Miner Poison, a card which for sure has a great spot in the meta. So I guess I'm just gonna relax here, and I'm just gonna go in for the Miner here. Miner is absolutely crazy, we're doing a great job, and he needs to really overcommit there. And I'm just gonna go in for the Log here. And we are looking all right. So I might just go Mortar here and the bridge, and let's see what he does. Like, I mean, we have like the right cards for sure with the Mighty Miner, and seems like, okay, he's not giving up yet. He just misplayed his Giant, so he's like, just like, he doesn't know what to do. And I beat like really tough matchups. I beat like Drill, Bridge Spam, Loon, Loon Freeze, which just have like one air card. I beat a ton of Lava on players, and Lava honestly is a really good matchup with this deck. You could argue, okay, you just have like one card against air, but also at the same time, you have the cheapest cycle on Earth, and you're just able to cycle back to all of this stuff. So I'm just gonna go Miner here on defense. We need to be careful a bit. The good thing is that the free card cycle is still there and allows us to absolutely defend this. And you could think like, okay, you're losing a tower. No, DPS from the Musketeer is absolutely crazy there. I'm just gonna go for another Musketeer here. By the way, I'm playing on a different account there, because you guys are saying, okay, you don't really like this replay stuff. So I think like showing this game live, even if like not on my first account, is still something really nice here. We are like currently like 20 wins there, so like top 200 or something, but we're doing really well here using his ability, and this is looking awesome. You could think like, okay, you're losing a tower. No, DPS from the Musketeer is absolutely crazy there. So here we go in the game against Ahmed, and we're just gonna go for the poison here on the furnace. And you saw some Goblin Hut. Also Mohammed Light used like a Mega Knight Goblin Hut like style control deck with the Phoenix there in CL against Annabelle. So Goblin Hut and Furnace, they might be a bit viable. Like, I would say like even Goblin Hut, even like Furnace got like a direct change in the balance changes. I would argue that Goblin Hut got a bigger buff, since Spear Goblins are really busted right now in my opinion. But I still think in this type of deck you can need to have Goblins there to just like single target damage on the ground is pretty important. So I'm just gonna go for the Mortar here. Musketeer still stays alive, and this is like a really great Mortar because he can't really play something directly at the bridge, because as you guys can see here, the Musketeer is just absolutely destroying that. So this is why I think this kind of like, this mortars are really great. So if your opponent's using a spell on the Musketeer, it survives with 1 HP, you're always kind of safe to just drop a mortar with the Musketeer there. I'm just gonna go for the Mighty Miner here, distracting the Mega Knight, and also have a good counter push there. And let's see, I might just use my ability. Let's see, ability is coming down. And I'm just gonna go in for the goblins. Okay, I'm just gonna use Ice Bird here. Let's see, I guess he will use his Furnace or something like that, or like his Goblin Hut if he has it. Okay, he's not, so I'm just gonna go for the Mortar here. Let's see how it's gonna distract this one. He's just gonna go for Mother Witch. Mortar plus Law kills Mother Witch. This is a problem for him, because now he has like to deal with that. Okay, Mortar's on the tower. What is he supposed to do? He's just gonna go Fireball. So I think I'm just gonna go Minor Goblins. We just outcycle his Barbarian Bull because we have a cheaper cycle on him. And I guess he lost the game here. So this is already over. Okay, not yet. Oh, this Furnace. It was an interesting Furnace placement actually because the Fire Spirit splash is so big. Like the Fire Spirits or like the Furnace was able to kill my Goblins there. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Spirit here. And this could be a time where we go defensive mortar, but I really think like we don't even need this type of matchup. Why would we go defensive mortar? Because his MK will get shredded by my Mighty Miner anyway. And yeah, if you guys also want to use the stack and ladder, it also works really great in ladder. You don't have Mighty Miner there unlocked or leveled up. Use the Valkyrie instead. It still works, makes the deck a bit worse, or like use Knight also. So Ice Spirit is absolutely incredible. Also might deserve a nerf, to be fair. Even I like this kind of card, but oh, this might be a good Fireball. Really great Fireball. He's not messing around, but it will be hard for him to come back here. The Miner's chipping away. And I guess I'm just going to go for the poison here, finish him off. And this game will be over. I'm just going to go for my Mighty Miner here. I'm just going to go for Goblins here. GG's well played. Another win in the books, and we are looking really comfortable right now. Next game here, we're gonna give him a good luck, and I guess I'm just gonna go in for the Goblins here. Arguably one of the most solid plays in Clash Royale, because if your opponent's not gonna respawn, you will get a ton of damage, so they're forced to respawn. You know, most of the time get a positive elixir trades. Just if like you have Skeleton, Log, Ice Spirit, they won't, but he goes in for a Lumberjack, so this means he could be a Balloon deck. Or could be something I don't expect. So I'm just gonna go Cycle Log here. I'm gonna use the ability here, because now I have the Ice Spirit supporting there. And he drops a minion horde. Okay, honestly don't really want to know what this guy's playing. Could have freeze. I guess I'm just gonna go mortar here with the Musketeer. Kind of what I told you guys to do. Okay, he just drops a Golem. Bro, we're like at 20 wins. Like, this could be like an absolutely interesting game. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Spirit here. I'm just gonna go Goblins here. For free elixir, would absolutely take a tower there. If not, he needs to play arrows, which he won't, so this will be interesting. I'm just gonna go for my Mighty. I have Poison Radius, so I think I'm really comfortable defending this. Also the Mortar, I guess, will finish off the right-hand side. And let's see, I'm just gonna go for the Poison here. Perfect Mighty Miner placement. Okay, not perfect, but was fine. Okay, at least the... Okay, that's a fine Log. What? Bro, that's a typical Golem player, bro. Never play Golem, you. This will really hurt you. This is like, your brain won't really work anymore. Seems like it. So I'm just gonna go for my Ice Spirit here. Great Ice Spirit, using here my Goblins to support this. He uses like arrows. This can be fine. He still needs to commit bats. Musketeer gets 2 crucial shots on the tower, and we are looking awesome. So, I guess I'm just gonna go, nah, do I go Mortar on offense? I feel like the safest play, if he goes in for his boy in the back, I guess I'm just gonna go Musketeer first, and then cycling back to another one. This Musketeer will get some decent damage on top of the Golem. Seems like he doesn't have a big spell. And then my next Musketeer will absolutely shred everything. So I'm just gonna go for my Mighty Miner now, getting a free card cycle going. This is always so important. Sometimes your Mighty Miner doesn't get any value, but play it anyway to just have the free card cycle advantage. I'm just gonna go for the Poison here. And now I have another Musketeer. Cycle is really cheap. Then also look at the Miner chipping away. I'm just gonna go for the Log here. Okay, this is interesting. I think he doesn't understand that my cycle is really cheap. I'm just gonna go for Goblins here, and he absolutely gets no damage on the side, which is absolutely crazy. Like, him just like spamming everything at the bridge. And I think it's like a game which I just didn't win for me. I won it for all of you guys. This was a game for like all of the Clash Royale players, because nobody wants to play against a guy like that. And I'm really happy that I beat him, and also hopefully I kicked him out of the Royal Tournament. That's what he deserves for playing this deck, and also how he played this, man. This was like horrible Clash Royale, to be honest. Next game up here versus, I don't know, good luck. So I'm just gonna go for my Goblins at the bridge, and let's see, how's he gonna respond? What is he gonna do? What is he having in store for us? Rage. You already know Rage means, could be Bridge deck, could be a Sparky deck. Okay, Sparky, I think we're gonna like face matchups which are for you interesting to watch, since these are like kind of decks I think like most of the casuals are struggling against, like how to defend a huge Sparky bush. But this is how I will tell you that. Like I will guys give you a lesson. It might be also like the Sparky, I mean just go giant Rage pump. But let's see, I have Mortar ready. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go for my Mortar here. The good thing is like Mighty Miner tanks 3 shots from the Sparky. Okay, that was really that's a huge problem here. We might be struggling here. He goes in arrows, won't really do too much. We didn't get the ability down, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. It's okay. We're still in the game though. The thing is like you don't really want to play from behind with miner control, but it is how it is. So what I'm supposed to do, I'm not gonna give up. So he will most likely drop now his mini packer. That's what he has to do. No, he does not go for it. So look at the Musketeer. Like, don't underestimate the Musketeer, bro. We are now in a damage advantage. And now it's our mission to play defensive. We kind of need to be careful about the minions. So we always want to have enough elixir to go in for the poisons. Okay, I'm just going to go for a Musketeer here. Okay, Musketeer. I think I will be able to protect this one. So I'm just going to go for the mortar here. If he goes in like for something, I just want to kind of block one shot from the Sparky. The question is, can I do that? So I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit here. Nah, it doesn't really work. That's a problem. Okay, let's see what he does. I'm ready for his minions. I'm just going to go. I'm still going to poison anyway. I need to poison this. Okay, that was great. I'm just going to go Mighty Miner here. Also great Mighty Miner. And I don't need to log this, so that was like a picture perfect defense. And I guess I'm just gonna go miner here. Also gonna go for log, great log. And also the good thing is we might get a connection here. Please use the ability, let's go. And now I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit here, and I'm also gonna go Goblins just to apply some pressure, because he needs to defend this, otherwise he takes damage. And the mortar is coming down now. And mortar actually really good building against this type of Sparky push, because we always get a splash, and then we might be able to finish it off with poison log. So I'm just gonna go for the poison here. I'm just gonna go for my Ice Spirit here. I'm just gonna go Goblins. And I'm just gonna go log. Okay, really great defense. And we are looking good. So I'm just gonna go once again defense here. I think I could also like this time, I could poison the tower technically, but I think we're just gonna go full safe mode. I'm just gonna play my Musketeer. I know he doesn't have a big spell, so he won't get any value there. I'm just gonna go poison like this. Okay, now I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit here, bait the hit, and now I'm just gonna go log here. He goes in for a rage, won't really do anything. I can just go mortar this time on offense. We have 2 mortars on the map with a Musketeer still counter pushing. He doesn't have anything really to distract this. I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit here. Just hope the Sparky. Okay, the Sparky still targets that, but it's okay. I guess I'm just gonna go miner Goblins here. Gonna go log here because he's most likely just gonna play a Scaldy Army. That's what he does. He still needs to go for arrows, so there's nothing we need to worry about. He doesn't reset against Mighty Miner, so even if he goes in for a Giant at the bridge, it wouldn't really do anything. I'm just gonna go for cycling another Musketeer here. And once again, mortar on defense, controlling the game. Okay, I'm just gonna go for my Goblins. I'm just gonna go poison. Ice Spirit like this. Why? Just want to make sure my mortar survives. And now I'm just gonna go miner here. I'm just gonna go log. Okay, just this. Great defense, kiting everything back. Just gonna go for another poison here. Go mine in the back because like he doesn't have Scammy, so he will most likely play his mini pack in front, or he does not. And I can just go in for the Goblins here. Ice Spirit, perfect timing. Or not perfect time, but we won anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to use this deck. This is the deck where I got #1 in the entire world with. And I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye. See you guys tomorrow.